So we've got a number of topics to discuss, and there's quite a large list which we know are we've got to deal with a lot of the organisations in the room and in the conference are dealing with. But we picked these four, which I think gives quite a broad spectrum. So maybe I'll kick off, and Jonathan, let's start at the beginning of the process. So can you talk us through some of the factors as CFO, or indeed that yourself, will have to take into consideration and make the decision to implement a new financial management system?
Sure. So I think there can be some variation depending on the life cycle of the business, but there's a number of considerations that are common across business stages. So I'm answering, given the conference that we're at, I'm really answering from the point of view of the start of a growing business and the kind of considerations that I've brought to bear when I'm in these kind of situations. So I think the first thing, as CFO or interim CFO or representing finance, I'm going to promote finance as a business critical function, which means that I'm going to lobby for it to be resourced appropriately and built and supported appropriately. So the overarching considerations when we think from the point of view of an accounting system is, can I get the MI into an environment where we can rely on one version of the truth? There may be various sources of MI and various functions that want to own particular metrics, but can I get that into an environment where it gives us one version of the truth? And then the other overarching consideration is around growth, because if we're in particularly considering fintech, we're thinking about growth companies and how will the system help me with growth. So we think about will it help the rest of the company on its growth journey. So you might think about things like the operations area, the customer management and so on. And can my finance system not just be a finance system, but something that can plug into other areas of the business? And I think that's a very important one for buy-in. And then the other overarching consideration, I think, for me, and this is for startups in particular, I will look at how will this system scale. So it's not just a question of is it good for now, but how will it scale, because we're planning for growth, and is it resilient? So I'll be looking at things like, what are the product roadmaps for the system? Is it backed? Is it well supported and backed by a recognised name? And then I'll also be looking at things like hosting. So this is something that was discussed in the sessions yesterday. I think Chris Skinner in his opening section referred to the fact that some of these middle office systems, if they're hosted on the cloud, you have an immediate cost benefit in the sense of being able to deploy quickly. So one of the questions would be, how is it hosted, how is it deployed? So those are my overarching considerations.